This is Master Business Accounting Project's 30-second part and second part of user activities and logs. You can click on the I button to access and bookmark the playlist of this MS Access programming step-by-step journey.
After logging on to the Master Business Accounting software. In the last session, we implemented the drop-down filter and search functionality as a type or key press. Let's make the duration drop-down work. This is the drop-down list of the duration to be filtered associated with both the date text boxes. Select Allow Value List Edits to No. Hence, we built this form by copying and including all the objects. Any conditional formatting associated with both the text boxes has to be removed. Let's start the After Update code of the duration button. All duration criteria have been completed. Let's test this. Before proceeding further, the default filter based on 30 days should be set. Start the onload event code of the form. Great. The default duration criteria of 30 days are set, and both the text boxes are updated with the selected interval of days. Here is a tip for you. You can set it to last 7 days as well, in case of a huge ratio of performed activities. Both dates are also updated based on the selected duration criteria. To perform the desired selected filter criteria to the form, move on to convert the record source into a query, but we have to apply it from the main dashboard form due to the date text box references criteria in the query. Add the fields and start the expression builder. Excellent work. All filter criteria are working fine. The cancel or refresh filter button is not working with the duration. You might think, why am I always resetting the database to examine the changes? You know that our database contains several public variables, including the active user ID, and all should be refreshed in the memory. Okay, it is still not working. Let's see why. I have found the error, rectified, and skipped the video because I want you to rectify and explain the reason in the comments. I will try my best to respond to you there. Move on to make the invoice section functional along with the invoice report to intact it with the activity logs invoice view. The purpose of this upgrade is to examine the activities from the activity log form. You can adopt the same method with the PO, vouchers, or payment slips, and other CRUD function processes. I am opening the first invoice in edit mode. As you can see, the invoice has been submitted, but the status has not changed. I think the table field invoice status is not updated. Open the Edit Invoice form in Design View and start the on-click event of the Submit button. First, include the invoice status field in the form. While the invoice status is closed, the Edit button should return a message. Another addition is required in the Activity Log table. Open the table in Design View and add the Activity ID field so the invoice can be opened from the Activity Log form using this ID. If you have a question in your mind about how to update the Activity Log backend table from the forms, here is an example of including the Activity Log in the invoice. You can copy the previous log's code, change the activity name to Invoice, give the details of the log with the customer ID, and Activity ID as the invoice ID. Let's submit the invoice number 4. As you can see, the invoice is updated in the Activity Log form. Move on to integrate the Invoice Report with the View button, but first it should be done with the Invoice form. Don't worry, I am integrating the Invoice Report with the Options button temporarily. You can see how to build this pop-up Options menu by yourself from the I button above in the 21st part of this project. If you are wondering about where this stunning invoice report came from, stay tuned. We will build such professional-looking reporting in future videos, including PO. Let's make the Activity View button functional to open the invoice. Before proceeding, you have to add the Activity ID field to the query and add it temporarily to the form to get the reference. Surprisingly, it is not working. The issue is in this reference. That is great. Now you are able to view, monitor, and audit the user activities. Move to create some charts to present the analysis of the activities. Create a new form without a header and footer section. Make the necessary changes to the format of the form and save it. Pick the same background color from the main analysis form. Start creating the first query to categorize a number of activities performed. Add the activity log table and include the activity and date fields. Set the criteria to not include the login or logout activities. By the way, you can include it if you prefer. Apply a 30-day duration to the query. This summarizes the data we need for our first chart. I am pasting demo data into the activity log by replacing the table so all the processes can be analyzed. It is fine as multiple processes are available to reflect. Move on to create the second query. To analyze the monthly trend of the activities, the query result seems to be fine. Start with the clustered column chart. From the chart settings, Select Query 1 from the list. Now, select the appropriate x-axis and y-axis options. Set the format of the chart. It looks fine. We need a line chart like the second one. Select the second query from the list and apply the format. Move on to include the analysis form in the main activity log form. You can also enable the display of data labels from the chart format. If skill header videos are really helpful for you, please like, share, and comment. You can add more charts if you like, or tell me which charts are possible, so I can arrange them to add in the upcoming videos. Thanks for your watching and encouraging skill header.